Hi, this is Claire again with the full moon cards, and this time we are using the usual tongue breaker to the start, the usual Smith Waite deck, the German version, so you can enjoy a little bit of German here. König der Kelche, King of Cups. Yes, we have these funny things with dots over the O and the A and the U. So this is typical German. It's also funny to see sometimes actors like you might know Diane Kruger in English. She is Krüger in German, so she changed her name. And when you see sometimes when you see English people or people with English names that are from German, as a German, we recognize the names. Like Mark Zuckerberg is a sugar mountain, you could say. Zucker is sugar and Berg is berg, is mountain. So it's a bit funny sometimes when you see as a German these names and you are like, oh, this is this and this is that. So we still recognize what it means in German. Yes, but this is just a little side story to the reading. So these are usual pocket cards. They are lovely. They have a really good quality. Last time I was a little bit with the cards and the quality. It's a beautiful deck, but they were not too good. Yes, and so here we have really good cards, like almost like poker cards when they are sliding, but not too fast. Yes, when cards are sliding too good, it's also like you end up with them tumbling everywhere around. So it's nice when they are smooth and easy to shuffle, but not too smooth so they don't slip away. So you will see these cards. I pick up all three of them because this time we really have a wonderful spread. We can really enjoy it. No tower, no death. Nothing else, really good cards. So this has to be enjoyed too. And here we see the Magician, the first card. And the Magician is really a wonderful card. He is a light card. He is effortless. Like, you still have to do your thing. You still have to do what is your part in the situation, but it will be easy. It will be easy to accomplish, not so bad. It's like life is taking a step towards you and you are taking a step towards life, and then you meet in the middle and everything will be fine. Yes? So this card also means you have the means to do something. When we look at the table here, we see sword, cup, pentacle and the wand, which means you have everything available to you that you need. Yes, your feelings, the practical life, the sword for thinking, for rational analysis, and the wand, which means will. And will in tarot is something different than we think about today. This is coming from ceremonial magic. The background of the cards, of the makers of the cards, as we know them today, was ceremonial magic, especially the Golden Dawn. And will means more like, how you say, it's more like your destiny or what you're meant to be. It is not I want this, I want that, like egoism. It's more like I was made to do this and that. I have a natural inclination towards certain topics. I have a certain way of being, like I am like this. It is like this. I'm different. My nature, you say in English, I think. It's my nature, and everyone has a different nature. So everyone has a different will in the ceremonial magic meaning. It's like your destiny, like your... how you say this best? I will get the word. Yes, it is what you are meant to be. Yes, like people are not random. When you see babies, you see, oh, this one is a little bit more wild and this one is a little bit more calm. And like people don't come like a blank page into life, we would say in German. I don't know if this makes sense in English. So you don't come like a page where nothing is written upon when you come into life. You are someone. You are meant to do certain things. You have a natural inclination towards certain things. And this is what this card is about, right? It is about your will in the ceremonial magical meaning. So you see, he connects above and below. So this means you can make things happen. This is a very active card. When this card shows up in a reading, you can really change something. And it's a little bit bigger, like it's from the big arcana. it's a little bit bigger than everyday living. Yes, so this is something where you feel the effect not just for 1 or 2 weeks or something like that. This is something where the effect and the ongoing changes will be for the next months to come, and not just like a little bit. Yes, so he is especially interesting, of course, with the world next to him. And the world is like, they are like a circle. This is the first card, and this is the last card of the big arcana. When we see the Fool as a wandering card, like the wanderer who is experiencing all of these things. Yes, so we take him out of the equation here. And the world is the end. Like, he is the start and she is the end, but in the end they are a circle, okay? We don't tell anybody, but they are a circle. So she is about reaching your goal, like being in your world. I don't know if this makes the same sense in English, but when you say this in German, it means you are in a surrounding that is natural to you. Here you don't have to fight, you don't have to show that you are able or things like that. It's like a safe haven. It's you can rest, you can enjoy life. It's like also a circle closing, as we would say in German, but it has a positive connotation. It's like, I did my things and now it comes to an end, and now everything is achieved and accomplished, and now I can be happy because I felt I achieved security, I have my goal and I reached it, and now I can be really content and happy. And there is a certain kind of calmness to this card. Yes. And it's really going into your comfort zone, I often say, when this card shows up, because I don't know what it's like in your country, but in Germany, when you see social media, it's always about, oh, get out of your comfort zone. You need to do this, you need to do that. And I always say in a sarcastical way, well, first show me someone who is in his or her comfort zone. And then we can talk about the rest, right? Because most people are not in their comfort zone. They are far from it. And then there are always these people saying, oh, you have to get out and you have to push yourself further, and so on and so on. And I always think like, yes, but you have to see where people are coming from. Most of them should get into their comfort zone first to breathe, to enjoy, to relax, to feel life. Yes, it's not just about running. It's sometimes also about enjoying. So this is very important when this card shows up, because this is like an anti-card towards all this superficial talking in social media. This is like really what is wrong to feel at home. What is wrong about this? Yes, this is this card. This is like being at home in every possible meaning of these words. Yes, also on the inside, on your feelings. I feel at home. I feel secure. I feel I am where I belong in every possible meaning of this. Yes, so these two together are a very auspicious combination, and they are really about big things, big changes. At least the initiation, you can't say it like this, like the starting point of them, and then they will spread over the months to come. Yes, you start with it. It starts now. And this also means have a good look at what is really important for you and concentrate on these things. Yes, put them into the focus, because now you can reach a lot of more next steps, and you can develop a lot easier than at other times. When those cards show up, it's like a push in your back, like go. Yes, they are really positive. They are really, really nice, and they are strong. This is not just everyday life. Yes, but I see, I think many people will have a look at her now, the Queen of Swords. And she really had a bad rap. When you read old books about reading the cards, about tarot, she is always the evil witch. Yes, she is your enemy. She is a dark woman. She is an old woman, and old women are all evil and bad. Of course they are. No, of course not. But older women speak their mind more free, and this was, of course, not what people want, and I think many people still don't want it. But she has experience. She is a fierce one, but in a calm way. So we are not here with a wands, the element of fire. This is the element of air, and we see it. She has these cute butterflies here. Here's also a butterfly. We see the clouds. She is very straightforward. She has her hand here. She is gesturing. She is not passive. She holds a sword, and she is really like she is commanding. Yes, when she's sitting like that. So how should we see this card today when we have a broader picture of women? I have to say one thing. When you are reading the cards and you really have a female enemy and there is really something like the evil mother-in-law or something like that, then she is this person, right? Because every card has like a stretch of meanings. There is like the positive end and the negative end, and the negative end exists. Yes. So when there is a female enemy, she is it. And she shows up in a reading and you were asking about this person, then there is no way getting around. So this card, like every other card, has dark sides too. There are no positive or negative cards. Of course, some cards are harsh. We can't talk around this. But in the end, every card has positive and negative sides. It always depends on what you are asking for and what you are wishing for, of course. Yes. So if there's an enemy, she is the enemy. But on the other hand, if we are not asking about enemies specifically, she is a woman who is very straightforward. She is direct, as we would say in German. She is not so much about emotions, about intuition, about all this feely stuff in life. She is about thinking. And she can be very, very helpful. Like if you are a man or a woman, she can be your inner woman who is like this, because we all have all the 4 elements in us and we have male and female aspects in ourselves. We are all complete in this life as humans. We have everything. Of course, in different weights. So every person is a different weighted. Can you say it like this in English? So different aspects, yes. Some people are more sweet. Some people are more straightforward. You know what I mean. The elements and the yin and yang energies are different in every person, but they are there. This is what I want to say with this. So coming back to her, when she is your inner voice, let's call it the inner voice. She is very very straightforward, and she is like, do this and that, make a plan, write down everything. No, we don't do a mood board, we do a list. Like this, you know. Very, very German, you could say. We love this approach. So we are not creative in this way. It is a way of creativity, but it is very it's not so much about emotions, and we have to keep in mind that this has a place in life too. So of course, when we are interested in reading the cards and things like that, it's very likely we are spiritual people. And we cherish things like intuition, feelings, gut feeling, and everything around it. Divine intervention, messages from our spirit helpers, and everything around this. So this is beautiful. And this is where most of us will be coming who watch this video. But sometimes the best approach is this logical way. Is this analytical way? It's just put everything aside and see the facts. Yes? So this has its own strengths. And when this card shows up, it does not mean that you should not consider intuition or things like that. But it means the best approach now is really the rational approach. Really the facts and how to weight them and what is the most likely outcome and how should I behave according to this. And then just do it. Yes, so this can be a little bit or feel a little bit strict sometimes, but sometimes it's the best approach, and then the cards show it. Yes, and on the outside, of course, this can be a person like a sister, a friend, a colleague, someone from the outside, maybe also an author or someone you see on social media who has this approach. And sometimes it's a person where you, we would say in German, you rub each other, like it's not always just positive. Maybe there is a tension and you feel like, I don't like this person too much, but what she says is helpful. Yes, and then accept this feeling of ambivalence and still do what is the best way by logical thinking. So you don't have to fall in love with everyone. I sometimes joke with this card like you don't have to marry her, right? You just have to heed her advice. So this means you don't have to be sympathetic towards everyone, and still the person can be helpful. And this is something to keep at the back of your mind when reading the cards in general. Yes, sometimes I see people who want to, when they are reading the cards, they want to have everything positive and everything like to cheer them up and flawless and like the little nasty things who show up everywhere in life. They want to cut them and have them put away and just the positive, juicy part of life, so to speak. But this is not going to happen. You will have some things that drag along and you can't avoid them, most likely in most situations. So please see those things you drag along also. See the whole picture. This is why you are asking the cards, right? Because you want to see the whole picture. So don't, how should I put it best? Don't try to clean the cards, to clean them up and to have a clean picture. Life is most often messy. It most often has some strings attached and some things who are not neat and nice. And yes, you might struggle a bit with some things, but still it can be good. Like, especially when this card shows up, I have to say this because it's important to think about it. Sometimes you get a harsh advice and you really struggle with it. And it's difficult for you to take this advice because it's so hard, or the person was not very nice to you when it told it to you. But the advice itself is still helpful. And I personally know, I'm a Pisces, huh? I personally know how this feels. I had teachers, spiritual teachers also, who were very hard and very sharp. And this was like traditional teachers from traditional cultures, and they could be really fierce. And this is something for example, I know how this feels. I had to really wrap my head around this and needed time to let it sink and to see, okay, the teacher was fierce, but the teaching was right. Yes, things like that. So this is really important to distinguish. So she does not have to play nice, but what she says can still be helpful. And of course, these days it could also be an author or someone you see on social media and you think, oh, what a, the word with B, what a, but still she's right in what she says. And I will take this advice. And I don't have to be that fierce and that harsh, but the advice is good and I will follow it. Yes? So this is something really important, not just with this card, but when reading the cards in general. It has not to be nice in every aspect, but it can still be helpful. Yes, because the cards we have before are very positive and strong. So if we would have here like the Tower and the Ten of Swords, then she would be like, ooh, tough girl. I don't want to deal with her. But since these cards are so strong and they are much more heavy, like even when we had just one of the big arcana, the one big arcana would be more heavy than her. So these are the main influences. And of course, they color her in a positive way. So even if she's a fierce woman, someone you don't get along with too good, her advice and her influence will be helpful. Yes? So when we look at these cards and put them together, we have this, like, it's like, yes, life is coming towards you and you are coming towards life and you have what it takes, you have what's needed, the 4 elements as a symbol here, and you will make it happen. Yes, in an almost effortless way. You have to do what you have to do. It's not like you sit around and everything falls in your lap, but when you do it and when you take action, life will really support you. And you will be able, with the world, to gain, get to your goals. You will be able to finish a circle, an important circle in your life, and please enjoy it. Don't run, don't leave your comfort zone. Get into the comfort zone and enjoy it. This is this card. It's really like, I'm arriving, I'm here, I am in my life, and everything is as it is, and it's okay like that. I don't need to run. Yes, it's like homecoming in every possible meaning of the word. Yes, and then we have our fierce lady here, the Queen of Swords, the strict advice, the rational thinking, the list, as I say, but really make up your mind and plan according to facts, and then everything will go smooth. Yes, she might not be the most nicest person, but her teachings and her influence in your life, and if it's your inner voice, then her speaking to you like, do this, do that. Don't stumble over your emotions and things like that. And you feel like, oh, it's so hard. I have so many emotions or things like that. But you still do it as she said it and you will succeed. Yes? So These are the cards for this time, and we will see each other in the next full moon cards again.